Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time. Okay, so I wanted to kind of just have a chit chat today about a topic that I think is really important. It's also kind of personal to me too, because it's something I've been experiencing, and that is just this phenomenon of how people treat you differently when you lose weight, and also just the unsolicited comments that come with our bodies. Like, I feel like people just constantly comment on bodies, and I really just wanted to talk about it. I understand that multiple things can exist at once, okay? If weight gain or weight loss is something that you desire and are working actively towards, that's absolutely fine. I don't think there's any issue with that. I don't know if you guys have noticed or if you've experienced this yourself, and please comment below if you have, but it's almost like when people lose weight, compliments start flooding in. You look great. Oh wow, you look skinnier. Oh my God, you've lost some weight. And it's almost like people start to see you in a way that they didn't see you necessarily before. I kind of just want to explore the concept of people giving unsolicited positive compliments on bodies when people lose weight versus not as much when they have gained weight, which I think just kind of portrays an underlying message of we believe smaller bodies are better. I don't think that's a crazy conclusion to come to, because as a society, in America specifically, we definitely prefer smaller bodies. I just want to talk about it. So if you guys are excited for, this topic, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any contributions, please leave them in the comments below, because I kind of just want this to be an open forum where we can talk. Also, if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it. So if you've been following me for a while, then you know that I've been on like a wellness fitness journey for the last 3 or 4 years at this point, because I started in 2020. My body has gone through a number of changes in the last 4 years. I have gained weight, lost weight, gained weight. So in 2022, 2023, I lost a significant amount of weight, which kind of gave me access or made me notice how differently people treated me, or just like the amount of compliments that I started getting because I look smaller versus I gained a significant amount of weight after that in 2023 leading into 2024, and just seeing the difference there versus now getting back down. I definitely feel like personally this is something that I've experienced, and based off of like what I've also seen on social media and even just like talking to you guys about it on Instagram, I know that this is like a thing. This is not just something that's in your head. Like, no, this is a thing. As somebody that's a public figure, I definitely have maybe a little bit more access to people's unsolicited comments more frequently. So I know how people respond or responded to me when I was smaller versus not. And it's kind of frustrating, because it really does make you feel like, one, okay, y'all didn't think I looked that great when I was a little bit chubbier, but also it just like makes you realize like, wow, people really do treat you differently based off of your size. So it's a little frustrating, and also it can do a number on your mental health. That's the thing. That thing can really mess with your mind if you're not careful. And if there's one thing about it, like, you people are not gonna kill me in this life, okay? It's something that I always even have to talk about in therapy, because I have to make sure I'm like processing things that people are projecting onto me and making sure I'm not internalizing it. And speaking of therapy, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. And if you don't know, BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful and unbiased advice, because you always need that. It's very easy to sign up. All you have to do is go to their site. You can use the link right here, or you can click the link in my description box. Sign up. You're just going to answer a few questions and you'll get matched to a professional who has years of experience helping people with struggles like yours. One thing that I love about BetterHelp is the fact that you can have a phone call, a video call, even messaging, however most you feel comfortable, which is amazing. Usually within 48 hours, you'll get matched to a therapist. If you are in need of therapy in any capacity, let BetterHelp connect you with a therapist who can support you. So click the link that is right here, or click the link in my description box, or you can also just choose my channel name, which is Chizi Duru, during sign up, and you will receive a special discount for your first month. So make sure you guys sign up, check it out, and thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. So being, on social media, I see a lot of talk about this, and it's pretty clear that I'm not alone in feeling this way. There is a serious pressure to look a certain way, and it's really problematic. We see it everywhere on social media, magazines, media, movies, all the things. There is this underlying message that being thin, being slim, equates to being happy and successful, but the truth is that's not always the case. People are gonna people, and I feel like the only way to know someone's true beliefs is to look at their actions. When somebody loses weight, why do we as a people automatically feel obligated to comment on their physical appearance? Again, I'm not saying that you should not say anything. Like, I had posed this question to my Instagram audience, so if you guys don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok, make sure you follow me. One person had said if somebody knows that they are on a weight loss journey and they've been putting in the work, they would actually like the compliment because it makes them feel good about the work that they've put in. And I absolutely agree with that. Multiple things can exist at once. So I'm not saying, you know, don't say anything. I'm more so saying, why do we feel so comfortable commenting on people's physical appearance when we don't even know their situation? Sometimes weight loss isn't always a good sign. Somebody can be losing weight because they're sick, they're stressed, they are going through mental health problems. Like, there are so many other reasons as to why somebody will be losing weight, and with weight gain as well, vice versa. Weight gain doesn't always have to be a bad thing either. It could be a sign that they're just happy and they're not thinking about counting calories. In our world, it's like we glorify weight loss like it is this amazing thing, and we do it not by just saying, oh my God, you lost weight, you are incredible. We do it by these subtle compliments of when somebody now loses weight for whatever reason that you don't know. It's, oh my God, you look so great. And then they look you up and down to let you know that it's because you've lost weight, you know? I think a great solution towards this is to not compliment people based off of their physical appearance. And this is for the Nigerians, because I'm Nigerian. One thing about it, anytime I go to Nigeria, the first thing they will greet me with is, whoa, you're looking fat. If you could literally just say, hey, how are you? How are you doing? How's life? How are you feeling? How are you coping with school? You know, actually care about the person before you come and address how they, you know, look physically. And I just think it depends on who the relationship you have with people. I don't think it's appropriate to tell a stranger or somebody that's maybe like an acquaintance to you that you don't know what's going on in their personal life. I don't think it's appropriate to comment on their physical body. I just don't. I think it would just be wiser to not focus on things that are more internal, like, you look so beautiful. How are you? How is life? Ask them questions like, what have you been up to? As they start divulging information to you, maybe they let you know, oh, I've been working out, I've been doing this. You'll be like, oh yeah, I didn't want to mention anything, but girl, good job. Like, shout out to you for being dedicated enough to, you know, reach your goals. Like, proud of you. And I know it makes us feel good. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it don't feel nice when somebody tells you, oh my God, you've lost weight. But that's only if you've actually been working towards losing weight for like a good and healthy reason. Like, again, you have to remember, not everybody's losing weight because they're trying to lose weight. Some people are actually going through it. Some people are sick and you're like, ooh girl, you dropping a few pounds. Do you know how insensitive that is? So yeah, like I said, I wanted to get you guys' kind of thoughts on this. So I had asked on my Instagram just what people's thoughts were. So I kind of wanted to go through a few of the comments. Somebody had said they lost weight because of health problems and the audacity of people to comment. Exactly. I literally know somebody right now that is like battling cancer. And I actually had no idea for a while, but they were losing weight. But they're young, you know what I mean? So I thankfully had never said anything to them about their bodies and losing weight. But like, once I realized or found out that, you know, they had a sickness, I was just like, wow. And I know people were going up to her, you know, maybe mentioning like, oh girl, you getting slim, like da 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 da, you know? So that's why I'm like, if you just, you, instead of saying, oh, you're getting slim, you could have said, how are you? What's going on? It's like, actually care with genuine curiosity. I don't know. Another person said, hate it, lost a lot of weight after a breakup. It felt like praise for a sad and unhealthy time. Exactly. And that's my thing. Like, at some point we have to just like look at ourselves as a society and question why does weight loss equate glory all the time? Like, without knowledge of what is the reason for the weight loss, you know? Okay, somebody said, I love when they compliment when I get smaller. I don't feel it, but I appreciate the notice. A couple of people said like, if you know that I'm working towards working out and losing weight, then I would appreciate the compliment. Same here. I think it depends. Like, I feel like there are trusted people in my life that know what I'm experiencing, know the journey that I'm personally on. They're allowed to comment because they know what's going on, right? My trainer can comment and say, hey, your waist is starting to shrink. because I told her that I want my waist to shrink. You know what I'm saying? And my parents get a pass because they brought me into this world. And even then, there's some boundaries that we need to have. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about my dad, he be wildin'. Okay, somebody said, I really don't think people mean it with ill intent. I don't mind. Why do you see it as fat phobia? Why can't you see that people are recognizing the work put in? And somebody else had basically said, it's more of an internal feeling of shame that you have to address within yourself. I definitely don't feel like people do it with ill intent. I probably should have prefaced with that. But just because we don't have intentions of it being negative doesn't mean it doesn't come off negatively. You also have to realize like weight and body image is something that is very sensitive to like everyone for the most part. And if somebody has lost weight, they probably have had some type of like journey, challenge when it comes to weight gain, weight loss, body image. If you are a woman, you can agree to that. Unless you've been small your whole life and even then, people are gonna pick on you for being skinny. You know what I'm saying? So we all know that this is a sensitive topic for people. So the fact that like we can be almost kind of ignorant in this area at the same time just shows, to me, like, I don't know, that's like kind of like, how do you not see that this is an issue? How do you not see that this is an issue? And again, it's because you don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what's going on in my life. You don't know what's going on in my life, babe. It's also like, you gotta watch, why are you saying certain things? Like, why is that the first thing that you need to say? And it's not to say that people genuinely don't look good sometimes when they've lost weight. Some people really do look healthier. Some people really are glowing more. Some people do have more confidence. So you're just like complimenting that. And that's not my issue, really. It's just like, I don't know, I just feel like it's the overall thing of it. Like, I want us to all be a little bit more mindful. Just more mindful. Okay, and then a bunch of other people agreed. It doesn't feel like a compliment most times. I'm either too slim or too big. That's a real thing. Because it's actually like, you can't win either way. When I lost weight, my dad was like, don't lose too much weight. When I gained weight, he said, oh, you better watch it. You better watch it. Which one? Somebody said, I agree, compliments make me feel uncomfortable. And like, was I ugly when I was bigger? That's the thing that I'm saying about the mental thing. When you start hearing more compliments, like way more, you have to be so careful, because you really start to go like, was I ugly before? You can start to believe when you're heavier, I'm not as beautiful. I'm not as beautiful. Now you start noticing that people aren't complimenting you as much as they used to when you were smaller. Like, you gotta be so mindful of that. And I think that's a good point to say, like, even with, you know, me and just like all of us wanting people to be more mindful about giving unsolicited comments on people's bodies, like, we can all make a change within ourselves, but you're still gonna meet people that are gonna do it regardless, right? So I think it's very important to focus on yourself and how you can kind of navigate this world, because the truth is, you're gonna get treated differently if you lose weight versus if you gain weight. You just need to have an anchor, right? A truth about yourself that is unchanging and unwavering, no matter what you look like and no matter what people say. So basically, you need to work on your internal thoughts surrounding your body image and self-love. That's something that I am actively working on all the time, because my body be changing. My mind and what I feel about myself cannot change with my body fluctuating, you know? I think as women, you have to get to a point where you act like genuinely believe that you are beautiful, that you are worthy, that you are deserving, no matter what size you are in. The size that you're in right now, whatever size you are, that is your reality right now. We can hope for the best tomorrow. We can put the work in, amen, but you only have today. You only have right now. So it's like, what do you genuinely feel about yourself? So I want us as a community, as women, just to be honest with ourselves, and no matter where you are, like, honor that and work towards really not developing a truth, but believing the truth about who you are. So the truth about who I am is that I am wonderfully and fearfully made in the image of God. I have to believe that. That's my anchor. That's my foundation. That never changes. I'm gonna have to get with it, essentially. And anytime that I start feeling like, you know, maybe not feeling as confident because I done gained all this weight and like I erased all my progress and I have to remember and remind myself that like I am still Chizi Duru. I am still a child of God. Like I am still the apple of God's eyes. I am still loved and I'm still beautiful, gorgeous, and not even from a selfish, self-centered point of view, because I feel like that is a huge thing in the self-love and body positivity movement. Like it's a lot of this like fake confidence that almost comes off as arrogance because you're trying to lie to yourself. No, literally, like you're trying to lie to yourself that you're beautiful when you don't really believe it. So it's like you have to like overcompensate and be extra confident, but really deep down you're insecure. It's okay to honor that you are insecure. It's okay. If you're insecure, it's okay. Understand where that insecurity is coming from. Obviously, society, your family, something has told you that you are not beautiful. And that's why I'm saying it's important to have a foundational, unshakable, unchangeable truth about yourself that you start to journey to get towards believing. Because that's the truth about you. You are wonderfully and fearfully made in the image of God. You actually are, period. You are actually perfect. So you need to get to that point. I don't know what maybe you need to develop a relationship with your creator. Do it. I know I had to, because I can't go based off of like this random thought that I've created for myself. Like what? No, what is the truth? So that's for me. Whatever you got to do, hey, you know, we're all on different journeys at the end of the day, but that's one way. And then I also think just like having other tools as well to help you on your self-love journey. Tools like going to therapy, having a community, a positive community that is always just like encouraging you, giving you grace, but also pushing you to be better. So where do we go from here? What do we do about this? I think the first thing we need to do is change the conversation surrounding weight loss and fitness. Obviously, I know we cannot change the world, but everything starts with you or you. I can only change myself and you can only change yourself. So if all 150,000 of you that are watching this video all become a bit more mindful, that's a great step in the right direction, right? I personally know like one of the kindest things people have done for me is ask me genuinely how I'm doing. If you see someone that maybe has lost some weight or, you know, maybe does look great, just ask them how they are. Get to know what's going on with them. Because also I think what is happening is it's a space filler. It's something to say because we low-key don't know how to socialize with people no more. And then also let's stop assuming that weight loss is automatically a good thing. You don't know what the person that you are speaking with, you don't know what they're actually going through. So be sensitive to that. That's why you should ask questions. Obviously, if they don't want to divulge, don't start trying to get in people's business. If people want to tell you, they'll tell you. And if they don't, they don't. It's not everything we think that you must say. I feel like let's prioritize mental fitness, right? If you hear that they are doing things to take care of themselves, to put themselves first and all the things, celebrate that. I don't know who needs to hear this, but your worth isn't determined by a number on a scale. I feel like as we get older, you know, these are messages that we hear maybe as teenagers or even young adults, but as we're even getting older, I feel like we need to hear that again. Like our adult selves need to be reminded of these very simple, what seems to be simple truths, but like they're profound. Your worth is not determined by a number on a scale. It is not determined by your measurements, okay? It's just not determined by your body type. You are deserving of all the things simply because you are a human being. You are a human being. You are also deserving of wanting more for yourself. You have permission to want more, to do more, to actively work towards whatever goal you have for yourself. I think there's room for that too. If weight loss and weight gain is important to you for a healthy and good reason, go for it. Surround yourself with people that are going to keep you grounded, and also, you know, encourage you in a healthy way. If you're in a space where you genuinely want to enjoy where you are with your body, whatever that looks like, you are allowed to do that too, okay? And you are worthy of all the things. You are worthy of love. You're worthy of friendship. You're worthy of help right now, literally right now, because you are a human being. Human beings deserve good things. And please, for the love of God, if you do not know the context of somebody's life, you don't know what's going on personally with them, please refrain from commenting on their bodies. Please, let's just all try to do better. That's all I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, your experiences, any contributions. I would love to hear it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.